Welcome, my peace, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peace, my peoples. Let's talk about WAGS Atlanta Season 1, Episode 5, Peaches and the Big Apple. Yep, the Peaches went to the Big Apple, all right. Or we can stop Nietzsche. If we can stop Nietzsche for giving advice, we'll be all right. But you know what? People asking for her advice. And if Telly could just get married and if Keisha could just get married, they can stop playing these games. I don't know, giving ultimatums, forcing somebody to want to marry you ASAP. I don't know. So if he says, yes, I want to marry you, would you feel good about it because you had to force him, threaten him, and give him an ultimatum? That's like you're forcing somebody into a deal that really doesn't want to do a deal with you yet. And so is that love? But we know Dante loves Telly. You could just tell. You can see it in his eyes. And he is a good man from what I read about him. And also he has a fight coming up, I believe next month. He has a championship fight coming up, Dante Wilder. And on top of that, he already has other kids. He has a kid that has, spina bifida that was born with it. And that's how he actually transitioned into boxing to make money to take care of his daughter. And one of the reasons why I think he has not married Telly yet is because it says online that he is still married to his first wife, his only wife so far. Her name is Jessica. It's in a slideshow, and they've been married since '09. I don't know how long they have been separated, but it says that he is still married. So maybe that's the reason why he has not actually married Telly or proposed to her. But it also says in the same article that he is engaged to Telly. So maybe they did get engaged, maybe later on in the episode. I don't know. But that's a possibility why he doesn't want to get married. It's because he's already married. And he might have some issues with his other baby's mother getting married, because sometimes people use children as leverage to hold hostage against, their partner moving on or marrying somebody. They start with the child support. They start with visitation rights and things like that. So it can get real sticky. So I believe it's because he's already married. So the ultimatum and all that other stuff ain't gonna work until he actually get a divorce. And I don't know if Jessica wants to divorce him, his wife, and allegedly. And I don't know if they're on good terms or not, because, she might be holding, him back from asking, to marry Telly. So we'll see what happens in the future. So let's get on to we got, we have KK, and Nietzsche, Brandy, and basically, they're just chilling, having a good time, talking, having a conversation, hanging out, and there's nothing really much going on in that situation. And then, we find out that JJ is getting a job, so he's going to be going overseas. I think he's going to DR, he's getting a job and all that other good stuff. And then we find out that Nietzsche, she's happy that she's going to be in Fashion Week in New York. And she did her crying, and basically she gave up her life 10 years ago to support her husband Andre and his football career and be a mother. So she put her life on hold, and she always wanted to be a model. When she moved to New York and she was about to be in Fashion Week and be a supermodel, that's when she found out she was pregnant. That's when, Andre asked her to marry him. And so she moved to Atlanta or whatever state they was living in at the time. So now her dream is coming true, and she is so happy about it. And it's just like something that she really wanted all her life, and now she has it. And so she's really, really, really happy about the situation. It's like her dreams are coming true. And I hope that all of us, everyone's dreams come true, that's something that we might have put on the back burner, we couldn't accomplish at one point, that we actually get to make a full circle and then accomplish it. So good luck to all my peoples and my peoples, that your dreams and wishes come true. And also we have, CJ and Andre, they chilling. So CJ invites Andre to his house, and and CJ done painted his house fucking gold. Everything around his house is just gold, like gold walls, gold interior, gold fixtures, gold this, gold that. Gold is his favorite color, so he done painted the goddamn house gold, 14 karat gold color all over the place. He didn't ask, Keisha's permission. I guess not, because he owns a house. It's his house, right? I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he just did the house gold, but it seems like it was just something to do to, you know, for a storyline. I don't know. So anyways, he's telling Andre he's telling Andre, hey, listen, you know, there's been a lot going on. I've been doing this remodeling, like the floors, the pipe bust, so many different things has been happening and going on. And I think Keisha's the culprit. I think that she's actually, you know, jeopardizing what I am doing. and you know, Andre was like, nah, man, you believe that? Nah, that ain't going on or whatever. But Andre's sitting there like, gold? and he was like, you know, Andre don't, you know, he doesn't decorate his house because, you know, Nishi, she's a decorator and she's in charge of all that good stuff. So he's just like, okay. I mean, the shit's ugly. CJ, that color and the way that you decorate it is ugly as fuck. It's ugly. But you know what? I'll take that house and I'll repaint it a different color. You know what? I'll even live in that house with it being 14 karat gold. I don't give a shit. It's better than my house. God damn it. So, anyways. So he thinks Keisha is sabotaging him, and you know, because she's a Leo, he's a Leo, something like that. So they go back to back, toe to toe, in all this other stuff. So, you know, that scene's over. But then we find out that CJ done did some F shit. You know what he did? He done put cameras in the house because he thinks, you know, Keisha is, you know, sabotaging his work. So now he put in a security camera to watch the house and watch her and see what was going on. But he did it for purposes of thinking that, you know, Keisha sabotaging his work, his interior design and his decoration, being his decor, his furniture that he's doing. So he did it for that reason. When Keisha put the cameras in, she did it to find out if he was cheating anybody coming to the house who he's talking on the phone with. So I guess, you know, he got mad at her for doing this, for putting cameras in the house. Now he turned around and do the same thing, but I guess his reason is not for, you know, it's not a malicious reason. It's not a reason to try to catch somebody out there, or a reason to do it because you don't trust them and you're in a relationship. He's just doing it because he knows that she's doing something. She's sabotaging his work. So anyways, moving on from that. And then we get to, you know, we got Nishi and KK. They both, you know, are working out at the gym. They're talking, and then, you know, Nishi tells KK that she's going to be in Fashion Week. She starts crying and talk about giving up her life and all this other stuff again. And then that's when, you know, she lets KK know. Then KK lets her know that she's going to be in New York Fashion Week too as well, because she's going to be hosting. And then that's when Nishi was like, you know what, I'm going to talk to my friend and see if I can get you a red carpet event where you can actually interview on a red carpet. And Nishi's actually comes through with that, and actually Kayla's going to be interviewing professionally on the red carpet. And, you know, so Nishi's a good friend. She got connections. You know, she's doing a damn thing out here. And so then we get to, you know, Andre, he talks about Andre. We find out that Andre passed the agent test. So he passed to be a sports agent. He passed that test, and that test is not easy to pass, because I know a couple of people that took that test and they said it was very difficult and very hard to pass, and he passed the test. So now he is a sports agent. He's a retired football player, aka sports agent now. So, you know, he's going in the right way, you know what I mean? So that's good. Him and his wife, him and Nishi are very on point with accomplishing things and getting their goals done and never staying stagnant. So if anything from them, you can learn that look, they're very goal oriented, and, you know, they stay focused and they accomplish what they need to accomplish. But they have made some connections along the way, and they had some blessings along the way. Some of us don't have blessings along the way, but sheer determination will get you anything you need and want. So, but we don't even know if he really passed the test. That's what they said, because you know you can't believe shit that be on these shows. So, but we gotta say he did, because it's Black History Month. He passed the test. So then moving on from that, then we get yoga. We got they're going to yoga. We got Kiara, we got Telly, we got Keisha, we got Ariel. Basically, they go to yoga, and they go to yoga with goats and shit. The goats was eating up their hair. The goats was crawling on them. Like, you know what? I know that's probably some new age, you know, yoga. They probably got it from the ancient countries or the ancient wisdom, where, you know, there's probably some type of healing release that it does do with Zen that comes from, dealing with goats, because goats are, some people consider them sacred animals and things like that. So it could be some real healing powers with that, but I think you need to be an experienced yoga person to understand that, and to have them chewing on you, to actually be able to ignore everything around you and just be in serenity and be at peace, where you don't feel the goats chewing on your feet, chewing on your weave, and crawling on top of you. Them are people that are really advanced in yoga, that are really advanced in meditation. So, and you have to be an animal person as well. And I'm not down with it. I'm sorry. I wouldn't be able to do it. Even though I'm into that Zen, that peace, and that meditation, I wouldn't be able to do it. And so moving on from that, the girls are not too happy about that. They was like, whoa. So then we get Keisha. She's in the car with Kiara, and basically she's talking about, CJ decorating the house gold, and it looks ugly, it looks disgusting, the pillows, everything, and she's been doing a little bit of sabotaging, and she says she can't talk to him because he doesn't listen, so she just got to show him by action. And that's when Kiara was like, yo, listen, you shouldn't do that, blah blah blah. Keisha's like, whatever, girl. And so moving on from that, because she was like, Keisha was like, CJ likes to play games, so I play these games with him. And she was like, he completely destroyed the goddamn house. And I was like, yo, that house, he did destroy the house. And then, Kiara's like, no, you shouldn't do that. Basically it's not a good thing to do, whatever. Blase ain't a third. So it is what it is. And so then we got KK. KK's with JJ. Basically she's letting him know that she's going to Fashion Week and all this other stuff. And he wants to be a part of it, but he can't because he's going to DR, because he might get scout for a team. He might be able to play again. Damn, that's really messed up for JJ. Like, having a career, being signed to $1 million deals, and be on a baseball team, and now, because of some testing positive for drugs, man, like, damn, that gotta suck. That's why, to me, I think JJ's always depressed. I don't ever, like, when he went to go visit KK for New York Fashion Week, he looked kind of happy when he came on a red carpet, but he looks like he's always down, and he looks like, that he looks like he does not feel good. He does not feel well. And how could he, having an opportunity like he did, and then it be taken away because either his mistake of using drugs, or the doctor prescribing him something that is against, the baseball league, policy. So it must suck, like, really, because he looks sad, he looks depressed. Like, I don't even want to hear nothing happening to JJ, because JJ looks like he's in a lot of pain, mentally in pain, or whatever. And also, I gotta mention, you guys know that WAGS LA and WAGS Miami, they said it has been canceled, the Jasmine brand. I was gonna put it up in the slideshow, but I totally forgot, because it took me forever to watch this episode. For some reason, this episode was mad long, or I just couldn't get through it. And so, moving on from that, so then we got Telly, Kayla, KK, and Nishi, anyways, they're talking or whatever. And we got Nishi crying about, actually having her dreams come through again, and all this other stuff. And basically, they're at a restaurant with Kayla. Kayla got VIP at Chick-fil-A. So basically, she got, VIP at Chick-fil-A, and she's so happy about Fashion Week, and she can't believe this is actually happening, and she talks about, her husband is supporting him, and now she's actually finally about to do something for herself. It's actually about her. So basically, it's like, this episode is about these ladies accomplishing something, putting whatever goals or determination or things that they want to do, they put it on the back burner to support their husband. And basically, this episode is about, things coming full circle and actually doing the things that they want to do. And one part of the aspect, and the other aspect is we got the two baby mamas, or the one baby mama with a baby in the oven, trying to get married. And so anyways, we got all that going on. And so then Kayla, she gets on the red carpet. The first time it was a dud. She kind of messed up. She was nervous, but that happens to the best of us. Any and every time, sometimes your nerves jittery, and you're doing it live too, and you have a cell phone. You don't have cue cards, and you don't have it memorized. It could be really kind of difficult unless you do improv, basically. And And then moving on from that, then her second interview on the red carpet, she did excellent. She did a wonderful job, and that's when JJ shows up and he surprised her with flowers. And that moment, he truly seemed happy that he was actually there to support his wife and help her, because he knows that she's been supporting and helping him, especially with the situation of not being able to play baseball again, and he just wanted to do that for her. And I think he felt good about doing that. So you can tell that he's a good person and he likes doing things for other people. But he has had a lot of tragic in his life. A lot of people close to him have passed away, dealing with that, and now losing the contract as a baseball player, his dream. Imagine your dreams being taken away from you because of a mistake that you possibly made or a doctor made. It's ridiculous. It hurts. So moving on from that, so then we get Nishi. So the people that go to New York is Nishi, Telly, KK, Andre, and Devante. And basically, they're all going to New York together. They end up getting a suite. They get the diplomatic suite or whatever. Andre says a wonderful speech to Nishi, talking about how beautiful, wonderful, intelligent, and lucky he is to have her, how gorgeous she is, how independent, determination, and proud he is of her. And she's going to be modeling for this famous guy. His picture and his name is in the slideshow because I can't remember it. And so he gives that speech, and then in the back of Telly's mind, she wants to ask Devante, "You gonna marry me, fool?" Kayla's kind of sad because JJ's not there yet, but JJ only stays one day. So, anyways, so Keisha and CJ, they sit down, have movie night, and basically he shows her the evidence of her having Kiara over with her kids and their kids down there writing on the furniture, basically destroying the furniture, writing on the gold, talking about they don't like it or whatever. So basically Keisha, she's caught. She's not upset that he put a camera in the house because she put a camera in the house. So basically she was like, I had to do something to get your attention that this shit is ugly that's in my house. This is disgusting. And so I guess they're going to work on getting an interior designer, someone that can actually decorate the house. Why don't they just call Nishi to do it? Is she too expensive? I don't know. But she's one of their cast members, so they end up, giving each other a little pack on the kiss, and he let her know that he caught her doing something wrong. But then he also, act like she didn't. What if she would have got upset because of the cameras? So anyways, I guess they're going to work it out. He still thinks that she bust the pipes and made the house flood or whatever. She was like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't, baby. So anyways, it's whatever. So basically, I guess, they're getting along to get along. And so then, I thought that was funny. And then you got Telly, Devante. Basically, they're having dinner or whatever. They're talking or whatever. And I guess it's about the pregnancy and shit like that. So basically, they're talking about, the baby, and he can't see his life without her, and she can't see herself without him, and all this other stuff, because they go to dinner. It's a nice place that they go to. It's like on a skyline or whatever. And basically he says, she's beautiful, she's wonderful, she does everything for him, and he's so happy. And then he just cut. Nothing else goes on with that conversation. And Telly was waiting for him to put on the ring and say, baby, would you marry me? And he didn't. So now she's frustrated, and that's it. That's over. And so we have Telly and Nishi. Basically, they go to, this game place to play games or whatever. And KK goes to as well. And it's like a park or some shit. And they just, ride the games and all this other stuff. And so it's whatever. And so then they go to Kayla's house. Basically, they're having dinner at Kayla's house. And it's Keisha, it's Brandy, it's KK, and who else? And Nishi's there as well, and Keisha's there as well too. So basically, they end up talking about, Telly's situation. Telly's saying that she wants to leave Devante, Dante. She wants to leave Dante. She wants to, move on with her life with him or whatever, move out the house and like send him a message. And all the ladies kind of agree. Kiara's there too, and Kiara was like, well, I don't know if you should actually, do that unless you're ready to do that or whatever. But KK is like, no, I don't think you should leave your husband. You know, Kayla, she was like, I don't think you should leave your boyfriend. I don't think you should do that because you're moving farther apart. Anything can happen. It can get worse. You know, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't put pressure on him because then if you do, you know, you might pressure him to leave you and he might not think that you're really there for him. And things can just get worse. And he's already, you know, plus he has a fight next month, but she's just like, yo, he, you know, he has a lot of stress and he doesn't need the stress at home. So to me, Kayla is actually telling the truth, but I don't even know why. I don't know. It's like, you know, I think Telly should keep her business to herself and not be whining about it to the girlfriends and talking about it or whatever, because she should be able to come up with a conclusion of what she should do and what she think that, you know, Dante would do if she does walk out. She thinks that it's a good idea to do that, but she might just lose him. And plus, you know, you can't force somebody to do something they don't want to do right now. So anyways, then we get, you know, Cody and Brandy, they take pictures and all that other good stuff because she's going to be wrestling later, and she's going to be wrestling for Ring Bear Brothers or something like that. She's going to be wrestling for them later on or whatever. And so then we get to Telly and Dante. They go out to test drive cars or whatever, and basically he wants to get her a better car because, you know, there's a baby on board, something more safe, you know, some more cars or whatever. So then Telly, she's upset because she feels like he's trying to buy her quietness. He's trying to buy her to be quiet or whatever, and instead of buying a car, she just wants a ring. And she tells him that. She was like, yo, I think you're just trying to buy me off. She's like, I want to get married. I want to get married now. I told you, like, yo, I don't want to do this. I don't want to play these games. I don't want to be your baby's mother. And, you know, now I'm pregnant. I don't think you want to marry me because I'm pregnant. And he was like, you should have thought about that before you got pregnant. I was like, yo. And, yeah, like, why wasn't you protecting yourself, Miss Telly? Should have protected yourself. Should have used some type of birth control or something because, you know, you didn't want to get pregnant first. You wanted to get married first and then get pregnant. So now that you're pregnant, now he's not rushing to marry you, and now you're all emotional, and you can possibly lose your baby because it said that, you know, she lost her baby before because of stress, and she's going to be stressing herself out, going around talking to everybody what she should do with Dante. You already know that you're pregnant now. Now it's up to him to put a ring on your finger. You can either stay with him and be his girlfriend or whatever. But why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? You know what I mean? Why buy the car when I can drive it for free anytime I want to? Doesn't make any sense. You know, you have to protect yourself first, and protecting yourself first is making sure you don't get pregnant, because even though you do want to have a baby with Dante, but you don't want to be his baby's mother, so you want to get the ring first, but you got pregnant first, and now you're threatening to leave, and you can leave, but you're still not going to be happy. So I guess she should stay in her role until, like, he's ready to marry her, unless she is ready to walk away and say, okay, I'm not going to be your baby's mother. I'm not going to do that. So we'll see what happens with that situation. Dante was like, yo, I don't want to be pushed. I don't want to be rushed. I don't want to be forced into doing something that I'm not ready to do yet. And then he also says it's just a piece of paper and ain't nothing. We're already living that life. So then she goes, well, if it's just a piece of paper, then why won't you marry me? Because that piece of paper entitles you to his bank accounts. That's why. That piece of paper entitles you to everything in his life. And that piece of paper can determine whether his other baby's mother is going to let him see the child, whether he got to start going to court with them and shit like that. Because we haven't heard any court situation, child support, or back old child support from, you know, any of his baby's mother or his wife, because he is still married to Jessica. They didn't have a picture of Jessica or whatever, because I would have put her in the slideshow. So anyways, now they end up on bad terms. That Dante jumps out the car and Telly stays in the car to cry. You know, two episodes ago, it was Keisha doing all this crying. Like, come on, be like, yo, just start siphoning that money. Start taking the money. Start taking these gifts. Start taking the money. Put it in the bank account. Save the money up. You know, have Dante invest in you, whatever. Cipher that money and put it away. And if he doesn't marry you in 2 years from now, then you'll have a nest egg that you can walk away with. You know what I'm saying? Like, do something like that. And plus, you know, Telly, she's a registered nurse. She's a nurse, so she's educated. She helps people, whatever. And I believe she'll be a good addition to his daughter that has spina bifida. But, his daughter already got the best care. But it'll be good. Like, his new girlfriend, his girlfriend now is a nurse. So, she's very educated about the situation, most likely. And I know Dante's educated about his daughter's situation, too, as well. So, anyways, we get Brandy. She goes to, wrestle, whatever. She gets beat up. All the girls, they go there to support her. Her husband, Cody Rhodes, he goes there. He's a wrestler for WWE, I guess, or whatever. So their relationship seems like it's all right. But it was something when, Cody said to Brandy, when Brandy said to Cody, I'm like your prop. And she was like, I'm always your prop. I've always been your prop. I was like, what do you mean by that? When you say shit like that, it makes me think like, are you his prop because you're black? Are you his prop because, you're down south? And, he's the all-American white boy from the old Baptist Christian family down south. And you're like his prop to take places. Like, don't be saying shit like that. But anyways, she probably most likely mean his prop, like, his arm candy when he has fights and stuff or whatever. But I was like, don't be saying shit like that. Could you get me to think when you start talking like that? So... But anyway, she loses the fight, but the girls, they go there to support her. And actually, Nishi does a wonderful job, at New York Week. I forgot all about that. Yeah, she walked. Her dress was beautiful. And what's his name? Andre said he's never seen his wife model. That's a goddamn shame. So anyways, we see her walk. She did excellent. She looked beautiful. She looks like she was an experienced model. And then even, Andre was like, yo, I think we should have support her career, not mine. So anyways, so that was cool. They did all that good stuff. And then now, we got some of the girls, they go horseback riding, but it wasn't nothing. So let's get to, let's get to dinner so they went horseback riding. They go to, Henry's game. Henry's back in Nashville now because he's playing ball again. So Kiara, she's back in, Nashville. She has to move back to Nashville for now. So she invited the girls out to come out there to Nashville with her. So it's KK, Tally, Nishi, and KK, Tally, Nishi, and Kiara, basically. So these ladies, they go down there to see her. They go to Henry's game. Henry wins the game. He does wonderful. His child is there. And that's when, after that, all these people, they go to dinner. And so we meet Henry's brother. Henry's brother's in the slideshow. He's cute. And so we get there, and basically, KK, she starts crying, talking about, oh my God, I didn't think I wanted a baby, but now I want a baby now. Now I want a baby. Now she wants a baby. Now she wants to be an interviewer. She wants to be a host. She wants to do this. She wants to do that. So now she thinks that she wants a baby. She thinks she's been robbing JJ of not having a child. Well, JJ got to get together. JJ got some drug issues, some mental health issues, some depressed issues. So right now, he's not at the prime time that he can be a father. And sometimes they say baby changes a guy, but sometimes they can make it worse, can make the situation more stressful. And then on top of that, KK, you can't cook the way that you cook that salmon, salmon, and you oiled it down. You was wondering why it was smoking. You hid the sweet potatoes inside the sink, and then Telly was like, that shit looked like dog food. That happened early in the episode. So you need to learn how to cook first and boil water, boil milk, and all that other good stuff before you think about bringing a kid in this world. And so we get back to dinner. So we meet, Henry's brother. He comes to dinner. So all the ladies are there for dinner. And basically, KK is at the table. She's crying about that. And, Henry said, you're going to happen. It's all going to happen. So I think, KK is kind of confused what she actually wants to do. And she keeps talking about Dolly Parton. But she did look like Jessica Simpson when they went line dancing or rodeo dancing or whatever the hell they were doing. And so basically, she wants a kid now. But I think she just needs something to comfort her. She doesn't really have anything to comfort her because of JJ's situation, like him being a famous baseball player and supposed to be having a career to keep going, that might not happen. So that's a situation. And then Henry continued to play football. So Henry and Dante are the only one that's actually playing sports professionally now, because CJ is retired. I mean, CJ's a free agent. Andre is a free agent. I mean, Andre's retired. So yeah. So anyways, moving on from that. So moving on from that, then she was like, when KK said, when I seen that little baby with the when I seen her, that little baby with the curly hair, um, and the jersey on, I'm used to white folks and I'm from the South say, oh, that baby looks so cute with that nappy hair. I thought she was gonna say some shit like that. So, but the baby did look cute with the curly hair or whatever. I just thought she was gonna say something outlandish because down south I have heard it all. I've heard it all too here up north too as well. So it's no different. And then, you know, then that's when Kiara, she jumps in. She was like, well, let me tell you about Telly. Telly is giving her husband an ultimatum. I want to get your perspective. And so Telly tells him that, I want to get married. I'm pregnant, blah, blah, blah. I gave him an ultimatum. And so Henry said, no, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't force a man to do something like that. He might not think you have his back. And he might say, oh, you want to leave and let you be gone because then you're hurting him. And he's under so much pressure. You got to let a man do it when he's ready to do it. You can't force him to do it. You know what I mean? And plus, you don't know what's going on in his mind. There may be something else going on. So, just keep doing what you've been doing and support him and all that other good stuff. Because believe me, there will be 100 people lined up in your spot, Mrs. Telly. I guess you take what you can get. You was already with him for 2 years. You've been having unprotected sex with him. So you knew there's a possibility that you was going to get pregnant and you wasn't engaged. So now, basically, you put the cards on his plate and let him ask you to marry him or not. But don't lose your spot. Peace. I'm out. One love.